Hello friends, today we will see about the third type of artificial contraceptive, that is intrauterine devices. We already saw the first one as the uh, barrier method, second one the hormonal method, and the third one intrauterine devices, IUDs. So what are intrauterine devices? As the name indicate, intra means within, uterus, and then the devices. So these are devices which are being inserted in the uterus. And normally you might have heard about the copper T. Those are the examples of intrauterine devices. Normally they are plastic, they are being made up of a kind of uh, modified plastic which is being wound by the copper wire. So normally this is being used from a very long time, conventional time, whereupon uh, here this is also being taken as one of the method to control the population by the Indian government from a very long time. Nowadays we are having so many other type of contraceptive, and this is one of the conventional method which was being used in many part of the country, especially in rural areas. And here what we can see is what is the principle of its working is that when such devices are inserted inside the uterus, they cause a kind of presence of copper cause a kind of hostile condition within the uterus. So what happen is that when if mating happen, if the sperm enters the uterus, those will be killed because of a hostile condition. That means the sperm are not able to fertilize the egg. So uh, this is one of the best method which can be adopted by ladies if they want a long time of gap. They want to make a planning for like long 5 years or so. So mostly this is having a lifespan of 5 years or to 10 years that are like that. And here we can see that it is extremely effective to like more than 97% effectivity could be seen. But the problem is we have to go to the physician to insert this copper T. Next is the sterilization. The fourth method is sterilization. Here sterilization is the method to take away the capacity of fertilization. And it is of two type, like permanent it is normally a permanent one which is irreversible, and it can be of two types. Like first one is the surgical sterilization. Surgical sterilization means just um, cutting the uh, tract. Like if it is in the case of female, we call it as the tubal ligation. Here, what we do is the fallopian tubes are being cut. It is tied, and so once the tract is being cut, it is not having the continuity. The sperms could not reach the egg, and here the failure rates may vary by like about based on the procedures like 0.8 to 3.7%, but very low failure could be seen. But then the problem is that after a tubal ligation, some of the ladies do experience very heavy periods. So here we could see the picture. It has been cauterized, the fallopian tube, and then it is sealed or it is being tied. Next is the vasectomy. If the surgical ligation is being done in case of male, we call it as vasectomy based on the the tracts of the testis. So here we could see that here it is more faster, easier recovery in males when compared to the tubal ligation. It will take more time for the recovery in case of tubal ligation. The failure rate is also very low, 0.1 percentage. So here we could see the picture. This shows the uh, testis, and here we can see that the tract is being cut and it is being tied. The second type of sterilization is the complete sex organ being removed. If the testis is removed, we call it as castration. If ovaries, we call it as oophorectomy. If it is the uterus, we call it as hysterectomy. And most of the surgical cases are being non-reversible. At the same time, since organs are removed, normally this causes a kind of hormonal imbalance. So these this table shows a kind of effectiveness, the transmission, prescription, and all that. Thank you.